Throughout these episodes, we're continuing to smash the top 6 obstacles to healthy living in a big and busy city.
Just like most people living big city lifestyles, I have a problem with this elusive and flying Mr. Time.
London's so fast-pacing.
People are lazy.
It's all about time.
Yeah.
People are in a rush all the time and just eating takeaway.
Is it possible to develop an exercise program that only takes 10 minutes in the morning and can supercharge you for the entire day?
Meet qualified Vinyasa yoga teacher and a full-time corporate lawyer, Danielle. She knows all about finding creative ways to steal minutes in a day to spend it on exercise and well-being.
The main poses you think would be good to practice and the types of breath both in the morning and in the evening that will only take 15 minutes but do the trick for the day.
Sure, yeah, okay. Well, I think I would probably start. So when I wake up every morning, I always do like what I call a body scan. It's my first thing I do. You know, some people reach for their phones and go straight to Facebook, but I think this is crazy. You need to give yourself a chance to warm up, right? So I give myself a full body scan and I just try and identify where I feel tight, where it hurts, where maybe I'm a little bit stiff, and I try and build my practice around those areas. But I think it's really important to do this because if you're feeling sore anywhere, then maybe today isn't a good day to practice at all, you know? So I think it's really good just to warm up the body slowly, maybe take some overhead stretches, so stretch your arms up above your head in bears, stretch out, maybe roll over to one side, roll over to the other, take a small twist. This is a really nice thing to do when you're waking up, just gives your body time to catch up. I think then I would probably start my practice either with some mantra. So some chanting is a really good place to start. It, you know, invigorates the body, it wakes up the mind, you're waking yourself up with some beautiful sounds. I probably would then move on to some pranayama breathing. Probably find a nice place to sit. I like to sit in, we have a beautiful window at home, so I like to sit there and just look outside and feel like connected with nature. Take some time just to breathe. To wake myself up, it's really nice to do the bellow breath. These involve taking very deep breaths and really getting the blood moving through the lungs and through the body, and so they're very, very energizing, very, very oxygenating for the blood, and they should even raise the heart rate. So just some cautions about these pranayamas. You should not practice them if you've got high blood pressure, or if you're pregnant, or if you've eaten recently, or if you have epilepsy, because they can have quite profound effects on the body. So the first one we're going to do is bellows breath. With bellows breath, we're going to breathe into the chest, and you're really imagining you're opening up the rib cage as wide as you can go, and then you're squeezing the air out very quickly. And with all pranayama, well, most pranayamas, we're going to breathe through the nose only. So we're going to inhale, and we imagine the ribs are almost like an elevator. So we're going to take them up, 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 up to their maximum, and then we're going to squeeze the air out, and it's going to come down to its maximum. Okay? Shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
We're only using the muscles around the lungs, around the rib cage to this pranayama. We're not using the stomach at all. So we'll just breathe normally, 2 breaths, and then we'll try. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And take a deep breath into the lungs.
I feel the energy buzzing everywhere.
So you're really getting the blood working through the system.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of blood just coming to my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really energizing. So this should really be practiced a maximum of 10 breaths at a time. You can practice multiple sets, but it's nice to give yourself a break in between. And then I probably want to start getting moving, so I'll probably just start warming up my spine. Now, the spine is the most important thing to warm up in the morning very slowly because it has such an important job. And if we move it too quickly, we can do ourselves a lot of damage. I would probably start maybe in cat-cow pose, like we did from tabletop, inhaling up and exhaling, rolling forwards.
Yeah.
And taking some lateral stretches, so reaching my arm up over the head. Then we're doing some arm circles here. It's a really nice thing to do.
Okay.
And then I come up and take some sun salutations. So we did those as well. So inhaling up, folding forwards into a theta,
Yeah.
jumping back or stepping back. Coming down into chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. So that should really start, that should really give you, if you do 3 rounds of the sun salutations in the morning, that should be enough to get your energy levels nice and high.
Nice.
And then I probably finish with some twists and Paschimottanasana, the one where your legs are out in front and you stretch up and you reach forward for your toes. And then I'd have a nice Shavasana to finish off, just to complete the posture, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, because it gives yourself a chance to notice how you're feeling now after your practice.
I'm afraid I may just go back to bed.
No, you won't. It's really amazing to take that opportunity to notice the difference between how you felt when you first woke up and then how you feel after practicing some yoga and lying down and how energized you feel. And just taking a few minutes to notice that is a really amazing thing.
Okay, so wake up, body scan, take a nice big stretch, sound out a few ohms. Then you do the energizing pranayamas, breathing exercises. Then we're going to warm up the spine, cat and cow, bit of a lateral stretch, sun salutations a couple of times, a nice twist to finish
A
off the
seated
practice.
twist.
Yeah, and then forward,
Paschimottanasana, the forward fold, yeah.
and finish with a bit of shavasana just to check in how the body is feeling now.
Yeah. And there you are, and then you're going to be ready for the day.
And so I started with a 10-minute morning practice to kick an exercise box for the day. It took me almost by surprise that just a week later I was eager to extend it to 30 minutes, and then even longer. Even after a full-on day in the office, I felt so energized in the evening that I had to do a cheeky yoga practice on the way back from work to shake off some of this energy, so that I can settle down for a restful sleep. In the 5th and final video of this series, a microscope and a computer screen will help us to find out if I managed to achieve positive results by following the prescribed diet and exercise program. We will also look into ways of sticking with the positive lifestyle changes in the long run. Be back for part 5. Subscribe to our mailing list on www.idemystify.it to receive the rest of the videos in the series of Nutrition and Exercise for Energy.